I wanted that out.
Hi, I'm Jilly G. Welcome to my kitchen. Today I have a special guest. Say hi.
Hi.
Today we're going to show you my broccoli salad. It's in my cookbook, but we're also going to put chicken in it. So I've got everything ready that we're going to get cut up and put in a salad. What do you want to cut up? Do you want to cut up the vegetables or the chicken?
I don't care.
First of all, we should make the dressing. So maybe you have made this salad before, but it is in my cookbook and it doesn't have to have chicken, but I like to put chicken in it. So the dressing is just a 1/4 cup of plain yogurt, a 1/4 cup of mayonnaise, 1 tablespoon of honey, and 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. Would you like to start mixing the dressing together?
Sure.
Your spatulas are over there.
Do you have a little one?
Yep. You just throw it all in one and just mix it together. You could use vanilla flavored yogurt if you want, or sweetened yogurt and not use the honey, but I don't have sweetened yogurt and I like to use the honey. And if you don't have apple cider vinegar, you can use just regular white vinegar. Here's a little tiny whisk if you want.
I will get it in a minute.
And then while she's mixing the dressing, I'm going to use my little handy napkin trick for the cutting boards. We're both squished in my kitchen today. Lift that up. Lift it up again. Salads are great when it's really hot outside, except for today. It's kind of cold and rainy, but we're still having salad.
Okay, there you go.
So set that aside, and then I've got some chicken.
Salad is a perfect summer dish.
Salad is a perfect summer dish. So I've got some chicken breast and some chicken thighs here that I cooked yesterday. I just baked them in the oven.
Do we cut on that one?
Do you want to cut up the chicken or do you want me to?
I don't care.
I'll cut up the chicken on this cutting board.
Are these washed?
Yep, everything is washed. Do you want the big knife or the little knife?
The big.
And then I'm going to get another big knife. So I've got some chicken here that I'm going to cut up, and she's going to start on the celery, and then we've got grapes and broccoli. And this salad really comes together so fast. And then I'm just going to go bite-sized pieces with my chicken. It's a great way to use up leftover chicken. You want to go bite-sized pieces with the celery?
Maybe a little bit smaller than bite size. Don't you think?
Sure. Do you not like celery?
I do like celery.
Just not a big chunk of celery?
Not in my salad.
When do you like a big chunk of celery?
When you put almond butter on it.
Ooh, that's a good snack. We could do that. We could even put raisins on it and be like, you know, bumps on a log.
Oh, it's raisins off a log. Isn't that what it is?
What?
You used to make it when you were a kid?
Bumps on a log?
No, raisins.
Yeah.
I mean, they were bugs. They were ants. Ants on a log. That's what it was.
Ants on a log. If you liked ants on a log, let me know in the comments.
You don't, because you don't like raisins.
Yeah, I don't like raisins. But I like celery and peanut butter. Or almond
I
butter.
don't like peanut butter. So I just do almond butter.
Almond butter. Cashew butter is really good.
Yes, it is. And they have a nut butter at Costco that's good. And it's like got different nuts.
If you can't have peanuts or almonds, you could use sunflower butter. And you can put that in that big bowl over there.
Okay.
Do you know that I've been making this salad for about 25 years?
You have?
Yep. Can you believe it's been that long?
Mm-mm. Nope, I can't. When was the first time you made it?
It was probably in 2001, the first time I made this recipe. And when I baked this chicken yesterday, I just put a light seasoning on it. But if you're going to season your chicken, make sure that it's complementary to the broccoli and the grapes and the raisins that will go in this salad.
Where are the raisins?
Right there.
Oh.
Right over there with the sunflower seeds. The chicken's hard to cut up over here.
It's because you're out of your spot.
I am, and my hand is getting greasy.
It's kind of a lot of celery.
Have you seen how much broccoli we have? There's a lot of broccoli.
Okay, what next?
If you want to cut the grapes or if you want to cut the broccoli, I have a small knife if you want to use a small knife.
For the grapes?
Whatever you want to do.
Are they washed?
Everything is washed and ready to go in my kitchen. You don't have to use chicken. You could use pork or beef or tuna fish.
That sounds terrible.
Somebody doesn't like tuna fish. The question is, do you want to mix the chicken in with everything else, or do you want to just have the chicken on the side that you can put on top if you want to?
Well, I think we could mix everything together and then put the chicken in last.
We could artfully display it on the bowl if you want to. Or in the bowl.
But if you're cutting it up, if you put it on your plate, you're gonna mix it around anyway, so you may as well just mix it all in.
That is true. Because I like to mix all of my salad together.
Yes, me too.
Maybe that's where I learned it from.
I bet you did.
I learned that I like to stir my salad together from my mother. Do you want to peel off the thigh meat?
No.
Are you afraid I'm going to put some fat in there or something?
No. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of the fat.
I'm not afraid of the fat either.
It's actually good for you. Just don't tell anyone.
It is delicious. And when you cook chicken on the bone, it usually is more flavorful than not.
All meat is.
It is.
A pork chop is always better if it's got the bone in.
Do you know, and that's the thing, you can't hardly find pork chops on the bone anymore.
Usually the small grocery stores will have them. You know, I mean the big, like Costco doesn't, and the big chains don't, but the small local grocery stores usually still have them because they have a butcher inside that cooks their meat.
Cuts their meat?
That too.
A butcher cooks meat? I thought they just butchered the meat.
He might. He might have a Traeger out in the back for all the leftover meat that nobody wants to buy.
That's right. I should have smoked this meat.
I don't think this bowl is going to be big enough.
It will be. It will be big enough.
Okay.
So for anybody that thought my kitchen was really big and spacious, you can see that for two of us, we really have to squish together to be in this space.
Good thing we like each other.
That's right. Your knife skills are amazing.
I hate this knife.
Do you need me to sharpen it?
No, I wanted a serrated knife to cut this kind of stuff.
I have a steak knife.
Do you not have a little serrated knife? That's what you need. You should have told me. I'd have brought my own. Here, I'm going to move and you can cut the broccoli.
Okay. I'm just going to put the chicken right there. We'll switcheroo. And so I've got a lot of broccoli here that I'm just going to cut into bite-sized pieces. Even though my recipe has an equivalent of how much you need, we're just kind of eyeballing the amount. And this is a lot bigger of a batch because we want to eat more. Don't you want to eat more?
I want to take leftovers so I can take it to work.
Ooh, see, that would be delicious. Do you want me to cut this as small as your celery?
Sure. Probably not that small, but small.
Small.
You just don't want a big, huge piece in your mouth.
That is true. And to make this even faster, you could buy already cut up broccoli.
No, you can't.
Well, you could. You could, but we're not going to. But you could.
You don't want to, because sometimes it's kind of moldy at the bottom.
I usually don't buy prepackaged cut broccoli because, yeah, it doesn't last very long in the fridge. But if that's what you have and that's what you like, do that. And if you don't want to put the stem pieces in your salad, I'll usually save these and cut them up and throw them in the freezer. And they're really good to put in soup. Do you do that?
No.
Why not?
Because I don't like broccoli in my soup.
What about broccoli soup? You don't like broccoli soup?
It's okay. But I don't make it a lot.
But you know that you could do that.
I'm sure you could, but there's a lot of things you could do, like putting tuna in this salad that I would never do.
Have you tried it?
No, because I don't eat tuna.
It might be delicious if you tried it.
So I went to sushi with your brother and Allie one time, and Trent got tuna. And I said, I'm not eating that, it's disgusting. And he made me eat it, and I have to say that it was actually good, but it wasn't canned tuna.
Well,
it was
Fresh tuna is always better than canned tuna.
Yes.
But I distinctly remember you making tuna fish casserole growing up. So you must have liked it at some point.
No, my kids liked it.
Oh.
Because my mother made it. And they would say, make that casserole that Grandma makes. It's so good. And then I would make it, and then I would not eat it.
Well. She just put grapes in the dressing. But you know what? That's okay because they're all going the same place.
Oh, because those were bad grapes. Those were bad grapes.
She'll get them out of the dressing.
Not good grapes. That's fine.
That's all right. They were grapes that weren't meant for the salad, but she thought it was the garbage.
They're too slippery to get out.
You could use your fingers. I'm sure they're clean.
Yes, I did wash them.
And as with anything, cut off any bad parts, but don't put it in your dressing.
You should be nice to me when I have a knife in my hand.
You don't have a knife in your hand anymore.
I just put it down.
How much broccoli do you want to put in? The rest of this head?
Yeah, that's probably enough, don't you think?
Sure.
Did you double the dressing?
Oh, we could double the rest of the dressing.
And we're putting chicken in.
That
we
is
don't
true.
always put chicken in.
I think we'll have to double the dressing.
So we'll have to double the dressing. And you might need a bigger bowl.
Do you think I'll need a bigger bowl?
I'm just saying. I'm not the culinary expert that you are, but you might need a bigger bowl.
But you do have eyes.
I do. And I have cooked before.
You've cooked before?
Yes. Not since Trent and Allie left. I quit cooking when they left.
Well, you should cook for yourself.
I do. That's different than cooking for people.
That's true. But you are people.
But I don't eat as much as they do. Even though I look like I do.
That's not true. Do you think that's going to be enough?
I think that's enough, but we need a bigger bowl. Where's that big silver bowl?
I can get that big bowl if you want.
Well, I just think you're not going to be able to get the dressing in here very good if you don't have a big bowl.
I will go get the really big bowl.
That is the big bowl. Holy Hannah, do you have a medium bowl?
That is, I have this size and this size.
Oh, wow.
I don't think you guys have seen my big bowl since my flour video. But it really comes in handy for stuff like this.
Okay, ready? We need more dressing.
Okay, you start pouring everything in there.
Do another dressing. Do another batch of dressing. Because I really think we need another batch of it.
I'm just going to eyeball. That's about a tablespoon.
You measure like your mother.
I learned it from somewhere.
Can I dump this in?
Yep. I don't want to mix my yogurt in with my sour cream.
Mayonnaise.
Oh, I love sour cream. You could make this dressing with sour cream if you don't like mayonnaise.
Or if you don't like yogurt.
That is true.
We just need a squirt of honey.
It's not really, it's a drizzle. It will be a very slow drizzle of honey. I always store my honey on the side when it gets low because it takes forever to get it down to the top. And this is local honey.
Oh, that's probably good. Except you're not. I thought it was gonna go over the top.
I'm well experienced with pouring honey. Do you like my little tiny whisk?
Uh-huh. It's adorable.
Did you get it at the DI? I did not. I got it at the kitchen store. Why would somebody give away a tiny whisk?
Why do they give away anything at the DI?
That is true.
Okay. We ready for the dressing?
I'm surprised this isn't driving you crazy.
Well, I didn't want everyone to know that I'm a freak.
A clean freak. It comes from her.
This bowl is fantastic.
It is a fantastic bowl. So now just pour in the dressing. Now that it's in this really big bowl, it doesn't look like very much, does it?
No, but it's plenty. I don't think it would have mixed very good in this other little bowl. Because you could hardly stir the
other stuff?
The stuff around, and it didn't have the chicken in or the dressing.
So now we've got 1 cup of raisins, And you know that I don't like raisins, but they're actually not bad in this salad.
And you'll eat them.
And I will eat them. And then I've got about a 1/4 cup of sunflower seeds. All in there. And then just give it a really good stir. If you don't have a bowl this big, you should really get one. If you've ever stirred a really, really big batch of potato salad, this is the bowl you need.
Except everything's not coated. You have to make sure everything is coated.
Keep stirring until everything is coated. Do you want me to take a break? Is your arm getting tired?
Did you want to have a turn?
Nope, you're doing a good job. You could add some salt and pepper to this if you want to. We didn't add any salt and pepper because my chicken is really well seasoned.
What do you think?
I think it looks delicious. Do you want to put it back into the big bowl?
Well, then we
You
could
can just put all those in there.
Then we could.
Here, I will hold. That's how big this bowl is. This bowl is really good for stirring around popcorn and getting all of the butter on popcorn too.
Barely gonna fit.
Get every last bit. Teamwork. Okay, you ready to try it?
Sure.
And you see how fast this came together. It comes together even faster if you're not putting in chicken that you have to cook. There's a big spoon in there.
You have kind of a lot in there.
I know, it's really full. How much do you want?
Just a serving is good. That's good.
I won't pick out all my raisins. I'll eat them. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Delicious.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's good.
It's really good. And it doesn't feel like it needs any salt and pepper. That chicken is just the right amount of seasoning. Even the raisins are good. If you get enough celery in your bite, you don't notice the raisins very much.
I don't know how you can be grandpa's granddaughter and not like raisins.
It's a mystery.
Mm-hmm.
That's really good. You like it?
Mm-hmm.
Was it everything you remembered it to be?
Yes, it's delicious.
Mm-hmm. Let me know if you make this salad. Maybe you've already made it. It's in my cookbook. But it's a perfect salad for a summer day. Don't you think?
I do. Even though it's not summer.
It isn't summer yet, but we're getting close. And because we are spending the day together, we are going to make Mexican wedding cookies next. Gluten-free, of course. But that will be in the next video. So that's it for today, is this delicious salad. But thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And we'll see you on the next one.
Bye.